we all have heroes. Some of my heroes are within the church, some of them are historical, some of them are still living, and some of them have passed on a long, long time ago. But some of my heroes are outside of the faith. They are people of faith and people of justice, but they're not the typical person we would run into on a Sunday morning in a typical church. One of my heroes is actually the lead singer of U2, who goes simply by the name Bono. And I like him partly because I know his history, and I know how he has stood up for really quite a few things that were politically difficult, and certainly could have hurt his career and his finances. And one of those things that, you know how in life we misconstrue things. He has a song, one of his most famous songs, which is also a political song, is called Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Now, for a long time, I thought that that reference was to Selma and to the Americans crossing that bridge, being attacked, beaten, even though all they were doing is walking from one side to the other. They had no weapons. They really had no defenses except their own skin and bones. But after doing some reading, I discovered that the story behind the Sunday Bloody Sunday song is actually about the Troubles in Northern Ireland in 1983, not in 1965 in the United States. But then that kind of got me going down a little bit of a rabbit hole, and just connecting things in my mind. In 1964, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was passed, and it seems like, well, the civil rights were passed, so black people would be treated like other people in the country. But Selma and Bloody Sunday 1965 became proof that that wasn't the case, that that black people would still be treated differently and would be judged more harshly for walking and making their presence known. Some things changed after that Bloody Sunday, but then in 1968, Martin Luther King was assassinated. And it's just a reminder as we think about February as Black History Month, that yes, a lot of things have improved. A lot of things have changed. But we have a long way to go. And one of the things I realize is that no matter how much we think we've moved forward, we're always farther than we think from the promised land. But I'm grateful for people like Bono, who will stand up and say, hey, this is it's just not right, or I'll put my financial support behind this, or I'll go to court and testify about that. I'm grateful for musicians who just will sing about injustices and help us just think about the world and politics and crisis in a different way. And of course, people like Martin Luther King, who from the pulpit and in rallies and in many ways sounded the call that God is wanting us to be His people, not just some of us to be God's people, but all of us to be God's people. And so on this month of February, which we celebrate Black History Month, I hope that you'll take time to recognize how far we've come and how far we've yet to go.